Hi guys, it's Mark Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zicree of Space Command, and we are counting down the hours, the last few minutes of the Space Command campaign, and I've been having a very intense and interesting morning, which I'll tell you all about. By the way, this is my Kickstarter campaign costume. You've seen me wearing it a number of times over the last few days. It's sort of like Volodymyr Zelensky's drab olive T-shirt. It's like this is what I wear for combat, and so okay, so. Here's what now people often say, oh gosh, you're so busy, do you ever sleep? The answer is yes. Every now and then I do sleep, but things can happen while you're sleeping. And while I was asleep, now yesterday we hit our $50,000 goal. Wow! With still a little over a day left, we hit our $50,000 goal, which would mean in our Kickstarter campaign we could keep all the money, finish shooting Space Command Forgiveness, get it to you guys as soon as we finish post, which we're actively engaged in now. Wonderful. And you would think I would celebrate, pop open a bottle of champagne, throw confetti, and just then go to my well-deserved rest. Nope, because when I woke up this morning, I had messages from my team saying somebody just took out $10,000 and we're at $41,000 now, so we're $9,000 short. So we went from being successful in our campaign to being failures in our campaign with 23 hours left to go. Ay. Now, I was not new to this because during our first campaign, way back in the storied past, our goal was $75,000 to over 2 months. And we hit that in 3 days. But then I discovered something interesting about Kickstarter, which is anytime during the campaign, anyone can take out their pledge. And so we hit $75,000, and then all of a sudden, we were at $65,000. What happened? Someone had taken out their $10,000 pledge. So I was horrified, of course, because I hadn't realized that that's how it worked. I thought once you locked in a pledge, it was locked in, and we were home free. No. So I had to reach out to that person, contact them, convince them to put the 10 grand back in, which they did. Then sometime later, they took it out again. Then sometime later, I was able to convince them to put it in again. And finally, it stuck. But it was an incredibly stressful 2 months because at any point, anyone could have totally undone the campaign. Whew. So I learned how this all works. So here's what happened. So I wake up this morning and it's $41,000 with 23 hours to go. And if we hit, to put it in clear terms, let's say we hit $49,900, $999.99, 1 penny short, we don't get any of it, zero. Okay, so we have to make sure that we cross that $50,000 finish line, and any time, even a second before the campaign ends, someone who might be doubtful or malicious or God knows what can pull out the money. We lose the campaign after all this hard work. And so immediately, of course, I leashed up the dogs, took them for a walk, and while I took them for a walk, I was contacting some of our friends, our Space Command friends, and they rose to the request, and they put it in 10 grand, and I'm so thankful to them and to everyone else who expressed concern, and now we're up to 51,000 again. But that doesn't mean that we're safe. We have like 20 hours or so to go, and anyone could pull out the money, and if we're 1 penny short, we're done. End of story. And then that means we don't shoot the ending of Forgiveness. We're not able to finish. A lot of stuff happens. So here's what I'm requesting now. And so I talked to my team. We have a new perk that's very, very cool, which is this. If you want to have a long distance Space Command role, a speaking role, so you're in Kathmandu or Keokuk or wherever, you don't have to come into LA. You don't have to be on our set. You can have a scene with you and Captain Kemmer, with our Ethan McDowell, our star of Space Command. It would be a scene between the two of you for the Great Solar War, the next one we're shooting, in which you can be a Space Command cadet or whatever, or a captain, and you would be reporting into him, and it would be this very cool scene. And so that's $3,000, and it could be yours. So that would be wonderful, and we've put up that perk, which is, a long-distance speaking role with a Space Command star. And if you wanted to be one of our other stars, you could ask for that. Obviously some we might not be able to fulfill depending on their availability, etc. But certainly Ethan, certainly our regular cast. So there's that. Another thing we're thinking of, and if someone's interested, email me. We're thinking of $1,000 perk where you would get a Space Command uniform. Now, maybe the tunic and the insignia and all that stuff, because to the lower half, you could just wear like black pants and black boots and you're pretty much good. So it would be like the belt, the tunic, and that would be a grand. We haven't put that up, but if you're interested in it, just email me at markzickery@gmail.com and we can put that perk up. And that would be cool, and you could wear your Space Command uniform proudly, maybe even be in a scene in Space Command wearing it, which would be super cool. But that's $1,000. So, and then finally, this is a very odd perk that I thought of, and this is $100. And so many of you know many of my talents, including my artistic talents that I can sculpt and draw and all that stuff. But I have singing talents as well. I can sing, sort of, kind of. And so there was a great singer from the early days of the 20th century and late days of the 19th century named Al Jolson. This is the photo novel of one of his movies, Singin' Fool. And he, of course, did The Jazz Singer, the first all-singing film. And this is him with Sonny Boy. And one of his famous songs was Sonny Boy. And if you pledge $100, and if we get 10 people pledging $100, I will sing Sonny Boy as Al Jolson for you. And that's, you're not going to get that offer anywhere else. So that's $100, and I will sing Sonny Boy. So, and it will be extremely memorable, if not melodious. So there you are. So it's up to you guys now. I mean, it's like either we hit the 50 grand, and so again, what I'm saying now is we're at 51,000. But if someone pulls out their pledge at the last minute, it could all crumble. It's like a house of cards, and that would really be a shame after all of this work. And by the way, I should add that the guy who took the 10,000 out on our first campaign and put it back in, and took it out and put it back in, he had a role on Space Command that we have now filmed. It's a major role. He's in fact pictured on the poster, and he's a great friend of the show now, and did a wonderful job. So dreams can come true, but it takes both of us for that magic to happen. And as I often say, none of this would be possible without you. So please step up. Now is the time. I would feel a lot more comfortable if we were at 60,000 or 70,000, because that makes us bulletproof. That means that no single person can pull out their pledge and have it all come falling down. So now is the moment. If you've been debating whether to help Space Command or not, if you're thinking of upping your pledge, if there's a pledge you want, email me, markzickery@gmail.com. I'll give me your phone number. I'll call you. We'll talk. If there's something special you want, one of our campaign supporters pulled out a lesser pledge earlier, and we reached out to him, and he's now happy, and we're happy, and put the money back in. But the person who pulled out the 10,000 did not, on this campaign, has not put the money back in. I've reached out to them via Kickstarter, but I don't have their phone number or email, so I can't reach out directly. If anyone wants to maybe post videos where they talk about how great Space Command is, or how great their experience with Space Command has been, that'd be much appreciated. Anyway, now's the moment. We all have to, pull that rock up the mountain. But I really appreciate all of you who've made this such a wonderful experience for me. And though this morning was a little stressful, it was only a bump along the way. And so people call me unstoppable. I really am, and it's very nice to be. It's very comforting. So we're taking this journey. We're getting where we're going. The full season of Space Command will be shot sooner rather than later. We've got a wonderful team now, and just yesterday we were editing. We were having meetings with our production designer, on and on. And it's just amazing to see this all come to fruition. So that's it for now. Thank you all for all the wonderful things you do, and we'll talk again real soon. Take care, guys. Bye.